Hello, subscriber. Hello, Ben. All right. So we've got lots going on today. I'm going to be back and forth here and working on stuff. I just finished my 3D printing class today, which I thought went pretty good. I had a couple people show up to that. Hopefully have some more soon on there. That's fine. Kill that. If anything starts dropping real low, let me know, and I'll see if I can figure out what the problem is. But that's not updating either. Done. Alright, there it goes. Alright. Hey, Llama. Minnesota Maker, what's up? So one thing I did finish, I didn't actually film it, but I did go ahead and do the Mark III's upgrade on my Prusa i3 Mark III clone. It actually turned out really good. Had a little bit of problems with the firmware in it, but I was able to get that solved, and yeah, it's printing like a beast now. I'm really happy with that. I'm going to start doing comparison prints real soon to the Mark III, true Mark III's and my clone Mark III's, and see how we do. I am noticing some slop in the bearings though, so I'm going to need to buy some better bearings, as the cheap LMU88 with the LM8 UUs that I bought. They've got some, the bed does have a little bit of slack in it, and that's in the bearings. It's actually not in the mounts because I actually tightened everything down again. So there is something to be said about high quality bearings that Prusa uses. Kit, what's up, Kit? Oh, and I did finish, so last week I went ahead and was working in Fusion 360 on this design here. So this is where for my screen, unhide that. So this is going to be for my smart board. And this is where we left off. I did some more changes after because the stream ended up dying out. I had bad connection. But so this is what I ended up with. And what I'll do is these top two sides, they had to split this into 4 pieces to get to be able to print. These top two will be glued together, and then the top and bottom half will then be bolted together using some M4 bolts in here. Is where I have that at. So this is half of it. It fits pretty good now. I had to do 3 iterations, sadly. So I did use quite a lot of filament. The only thing I'm kind of debating is if I wanted to make this longer here, just enough to fit the monitor in there. I think in the final version that I share, I'll do that. But it will be parametric. So anybody that wants to do this with a different size monitor can do so. All they have to do is scale the screen a little bit bigger or smaller to fit their needs, but this will fit pretty much perfectly anything. Access everything with wires. Forgot I need a 24-volt fan and not a 5 volt. Oh geez, I have my SKR sitting right here. I really need to, I might put that in the giant Delta I have here and see how that works in there. Haven't really decided what I'm going to do with the SKR yet, but I do have it to be able to play with it. But this will be, I think this will be one of tomorrow's videos that I film. I do need to sand it a little bit because there is a gap in there, so I need to sand that down. I don't have any more project boxes open, so I'll have to set stuff up here out of the way for now, I guess. I have the master sword here printed. I had one before, I gave it away to somebody, but I have it here again, and I need to just make some time and print that. because I really like it. All right, so on this machine, I need to put this away. I do need to do another multicolor print. I need to reprint that piece. But the MMU is just such a pain in the butt. You guys are getting volume spikes? Hope not. I don't know why you would be. I can, let me double check my gain. I think the gain is set. I'll lower my gain just a little bit. It was set for the condenser mic. I'll turn that down just a little bit. Hopefully it's not getting as bad, or won't be as bad. I do love in the MK3S kit, when you upgrade the MK3 to MK3S upgrade kit, Pursa sends you a full 300-gram spool of PETG, which I used very little of it to actually print the parts I needed. Put that in the food dehydrator and dry that out before I put it away. And I'm not too sure why. I mean, I've got the condenser mic, or I have a lab mic on. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't happen too often. Put these away. I need to fit this on the printer now. Hopefully it fits now. Oh yeah, it's much better. Okay. Those silicone boots are always good to keep on the printers. Ooh. Sorry about the spikes. I'm not sure what those are caused from. I don't get that on... Yeah, I see that actually when I'm talking. It just goes way up all of a sudden. All right, I'm just going to turn... It's weird that it's spiking on the computer, so I'm turning my gain down again. It's weird that it's spiking on the computer because I never get a spike with my camera when I use this microphone. So it's interesting that it's spiking like that here. If this ends up being too low or still too loud, let me know. I'll turn my gain down even more. But on the condenser mic, I have to do max gain to get high enough volume out of that because that thing really deadens the sound. But I want to be able to talk to you guys while I'm still moving around. You know, we're just gonna lose the gain altogether. We're just gonna take the gain out. I got you, Llama. I got you here. Maybe that's better. Let me know how this sounds. If it's too low or too quiet. Okay. Too quiet. Go back to 10. All right, let's try this. See if this is too loud. If there's getting any spikes or anything like that. Let me know. That we can get rid of this now, right? We can get rid of this. Yep. We can get rid of that piece. Oh, I got maker boxes I need to really get printed and get those done. Maybe I'll start some maker boxes tonight. I can do that. This stuff out of the way. This is going to go on my desk from my battery backup. View over there. I have several of these. Little too quiet still. Okay. So we'll do 18 on that. All right, let's see. This is a little bit louder. Gain's up now. Let me know what it's like. Let me know if this sounds better to you guys. Now it's good. All right. Awesome sauce. So let's get out. I printed the May Maker box. And I have, let's see, this is July, or is that June I just printed? Nope, that was April I printed. Yep, because here's May here. So we're going to go ahead and print. Oh, where'd that go? Oh. And I'm going to go ahead and print the May everything box. I'm going to get this started. I'm doing the new format on these now where I am doing all the prints and then I come back and talk about it. This makes it go a little bit faster, a little bit easier. Inafil. Oh, I haven't anything from Inafil in a while. Cube, Harbios. All right, what do we got? We've got PVDF. Flexible filaments, PET, U diamond, this PLA, wood PLA, and then Filicube. So let's get out the. Oh, that's what I need. I need more spools. I want to print that on that, but it's too loud. So let's print that on the Mark III's clone. I need to get some more spools for these maker boxes, because I'm limited to only doing a few spools at a time. About perfect. Cool. Thank you, Llama. So let's open this up and okay, let's do this. God, this is gonna kill me here. Okay.
Hi there. Welcome to Hamsi's Creative Show.
Where am I at here? Shush. So this is, we're going to do Mark III's. 15%'s fine. I need to find these, I have way too many tabs open right now. And history here. Go to Thingiverse. And go to my collections. And down to Maker Box Spools. Because I forget which one is the one that I really like. Well, I know which one I like, I just need to print more of it. Hey Ben, yeah, I just had to reboot my machine and that seems to have fixed the problem. That was kind of weird why it was happening, I'm not sure, but LM MakerBox Spools. This one's not bad, but I do like this one better. Seems to be my favorite now. Right, is this it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we're going to download this. Open that up there. Here's the base. Slice that. How long are we looking at for this? 4 hours, 25 minutes. This is generic PLA setting. Okay, so then we're going to export this. And we'll delete that. Lid. I need to flip this. And then we're going to slice that. Make this looks okay. It does. So then we're going to export that to there. We've seen the new Protopasta spools. I have not. Are they doing new spools now? I haven't bought Protopasta for a couple months. I bought the Mermaid's Tail. And when they sent me, I actually was just printing with the, so this one's, which one's this? This is that shiny red. Oh, candy apple red, metallic candy apple red. They sent me this one for my project, but I haven't bought any myself since the Mermaid's Tail. Has it really changed? Oh, is this for their sample club? Oh, I'm subscribed to that. I am. The next one, I don't know when the next one's supposed to ship out. Let's see what this looks like. Interesting. I guess I'm gonna have to print some of these in order to do this. How did it come out, Ben? Because if I need to print one, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I know they were definitely done on something. It tells it here, yeah. I will have to print some of those. Oh, you have a palette too. Whoa, aren't you just the main squeeze right now? I need to clean this bed off real quick because I was messing with it since I last used it, and oh wait, is it not plugged in? Oh, I thought it was plugged in. Oh, you gotta put the plug in all the way, Shane. That would probably help, wouldn't it? Print from SD card. Do that first. Well, that fell. Make sure that bed is clean. Oh. Alright, so that's going to start printing the spool. Oh, business justification to buy. Oh, that's still... I would love to play with one. I would love to even just get one of those just so I could play with it and see what it's like. But it'll never happen. I mean, I'm not Joel or Angus or any of them. I can't get that kind of stuff. It would be badass though. Truly would be. Let's see. So with what I have, I can go ahead and start. So I'll throw this wood PLA on the Mark III regular. There's already some glue stick on that. Where's my snips? Do that. Put on the Mark III. Alright, so we're going to print. Where is the wood Fugatech coin? Use filament number 2. That's what's loaded in there. Alright. There's that. I really do like how they can do that random mode and you can reuse a lot of stuff. I have a lot of ends of spools that I've kept over the years, and I still have them in a bag here. I need to clean off this bed soon. Alright, so those are started now. I can do I need to get some other prints done on this one here. I just don't know what all to print on it. So let's find something to print. What shall I do? What shall I do? Actually, you know what? I got a spool of it. Why not? Let's download this. And let's open up Simplify 3D. Okay, we're going to delete that out. I think this is already on Ender 3. It is on Ender 3. And okay. Files. Alright, so what do we got here? We're going to do it with this. So we'll delete that out, center and arrange. They had it down like 10%. They had it really low. We'll do 3 perimeters just because, and we don't need support on this. Prepare to print. Okay. Save that off as base. Alright, and then we can center arrange that. We can save this off as top. Alright, now we can start this printer. Oop, I don't need the adapter. SD card, print. Print the base on that. Now, I need to take the blue off of that CR10S up there sometime soon. So we can minimize that. What else do we got here? So that's printing. Well, that's coming out like garbage because of that stupid thing again. Man. I swear this knockoff silicone sock is such a pain in my rear end. It's caused more failures than anything else. I don't know if that was the sock or if that was just I wasn't close enough to the bed. It should have been. I just printed on it. Progressing just fine. I'm really going to try and dedicate some time soon, hopefully, to the MMU2. because that is just a pain. It really is. It is very much a pain to me. All right, let me adjust this real quick. Oh, geez, that smacked me in the face. Ugh. Too many moving printers. Let's leave it at that. Make that a little bit closer to the bed there. What was I working on now? I could go ahead. I have this white loaded on the Tornado. Maybe I'll go ahead and print a set on there as well. So, I need to pull it up. Downloads by date. I need to clean out this downloads folder. Edit this. We go down to the TiVo Tornado. Yes. 10%. Okay. Can I fit both on here? That would be. Oh, I can. Yippee! Yay! 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 All right. Go to print. No worries, Ben. It's just me hanging out here. Oh wait, no, I don't want the Protopasta one. What am I doing? No, that's not what I want. It's not what I want, Shane. It's not what you want. You want the sample spool, not the Protopasta one. Master spool, here we go. That's what I want. This, let's do Control L, that. And let's see if I can fit both of these on here at once. Oh, it's tight. I'd rather go this corner. And this corner. I think I can do it. Prepare to print. Yeah, they still haven't really talked about that too much. 2 millimeters off. I'm hoping that they talk about it some more to figure out what they're going to do with that, because they really need to figure their stuff out. I mean, will I pay for it? Absolutely. Simplify 3D is vital to my my workflow, and I really don't want to recreate 20 printer profiles in Prusa Slicer, or in the Prusa Slicer, because that would take me such a long time to do. It's not even funny. Nope, got you. That's clean. This stuff is going to be in the way, I bet. I didn't do that yet. I did do that. Did that. I did that. Didn't do that. Didn't do that. So I've only done a few of my actual things. So they bought it the same week they announced it and then returned it. I mean, they announced that like, God, months ago they were going to do that, but I don't know where they are in the process of actually making that happen. Again, for me, to recreate all these profiles would be really tough. And I hate Cura. God, I hate Cura. That program just annoys me. But the Slicer Push Edition is not too bad. It feels kind of like Simplified 3D. It's just knowing where all the settings are because they are in different places. So I think I saw you, Llama, talking about Idea Maker one time. But, hey, Matt. And I've seen people use it, but again, Simplified 3D does everything. Like, I don't understand why people have such a problem with it. It literally does everything. I mean, the multiple processes, the ease for me to switch between printer and filament type. Like, literally, you guys saw me, I sliced like 4 things so far, and it was just quick. Like, I don't have time. I don't have time with all this to sit around and piddle with Cura. True, Simplified 3D does need to do better with their PR. I should contact, I think, they reached out to me months ago and just said, hey, we like what you're doing with Simplified 3D, please keep up the good work. And I was like, well, this is weird, like, do you want to like work together or something? Like, no, we just want to let you know that we're watching your content and we like what you're doing with it. I was like, okay, great, thanks guys. And that was the end of it. Like, they basically just wanted to say, pat on the back, good job Shane, you're doing all right. All right, that's coming along swimmingly. This is not. Filament all of a sudden does not want to stick to this bed. So let's. God, I hate the glue stick. It makes me I'm so annoyed to have to glue stick. So annoyed. Try that again. Again, I don't really care how it is with their customers. I don't care how their support, the community is huge behind it. And they do talk in the forums. But I mean, I don't know. Any comment on dual or tri-colored filament? I know Dazzlement has some. Shipping to the US costs as much as the filament. There is, what's that one? Let me see if I can find it real quick. I thought I had a bookmark open for it. I have way too many tabs open right now, guys. I literally have like 200 tabs open across like 4, 5 Chrome browser instances. It's bad. What is it? So Filablend. I've been wanting to try theirs out for a while, and I just haven't been able to refresh this. For some reason I can't. Streamlabs OBS is being difficult for me to sign in and actually comment on something. I've been wanting to reach out to Filablend to see, hey, if I could try out their stuff, but people say it's good. I just haven't really tried it out yet. I'm assuming you're meaning that kind of filament where it's the three different colors together and do it. I'm guessing that's what you mean. Or do you mean the dual and tricolor filament like this? So this is the aniline colored filament. So when I heat this up, it's going to change color. Yeah, see how this one starts to change color. This is the tricolor one here, which I really, really don't like the filament. It's going to be a not so great review. Shocker, I know, but why are you being so goofy? Nothing is sticking to this build plate anymore on this. What in the world is wrong? I mean, this is my original PEI sheet. I don't know, it's not liking that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the build tack one, I guess. Calibration. First layer calibration. I need to reset this. I need to recalculate Z because I just moved it. Calibrate Z. All right. Alternating colors. Autocorrect. Sand with steel wool, the PEI. Yeah, I mean, it's been working fine forever, but I don't know. It's just now all of a sudden, I clean it with the Windex, as what the printer god recommends. Why is this not printing? Print. Okay, now it's heating up. Why wasn't heating up before? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll give it a good cleaning. Maybe when I'm done with the stream, I'll give this a good cleaning again. I mean, it's taken some beatings. It has so much time on it. Okay, so that's good to go. So now let's go to calibration, first layer calibration. Now let that heat up. So I actually use the Windex on all the printers now, and it works out great for literally anything. I was using IPA. I do have some. I think I have a little bottle here. Yeah, I have a little bottle here. Ouch. I can use this afterwards, but I usually use the Windex on everything now. Well, the window cleaner on Windex here, but window cleaner, and then I use well, my big balls are IPA are down in the resin room now. So let's see how it goes. I need to start printing out the new hot end for the i3 Mega because it's loud, and I'm not really happy with the performance of that cooling fan. Maybe I just need to do a new cooling fan on it. Or a different fan on it altogether. I could put on, I need to swap out that fan because God, it's annoying. I have a noise blocker here I could do. This should work. Maybe this 40 millimeter. Maybe I'll put that noise blocker on there. Smell the wood filament. Ah. Any thoughts on the Ender 5 Plus? No, I actually wanted to get an Ender 5, but I have not been able to yet. Let's see how that turns out. Not too close there. That looks pretty good. I ended up having to switch out. I had problems with the Tivo Tornado recently. I switched out the nozzle, and it's doing okay now. But I was really getting worried it was the extruder that went on it. I don't have another extruder for it, but I do have a bunch of nozzles. So swapping out the nozzle, it's back to printing like a champ again. I'm gonna use right. Just make this a little bit closer over here. A little bit better. See how that does there. Let's take a look at it real quick. Nope, I don't want that. I want YouTube. Crowdy Online. Well, they came out. Well, they got the 10S Pro now, yeah. So the 5 Plus. Wait, did they make any of the changes that the 5 needed? Because I know the 5 needed changes. So these are the same plates, the same idlers, looks like. You know, I don't, I mean, it is Core XY, but I don't like the way they do the motors. I really don't like how they do the motors. I guess, or is it, it's not really considered Core XY, it's because they're more HBOT, right? Yeah, I don't like the way that, I don't like this whole deal here with the single motor. the way that is like that way. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they consider this. I don't know. I would not mind getting it and trying it out and see how it goes. You know, comparing it to, you know, a real Core XY and this, but I don't have an HBot to test it against though. I mean, 350 by 350 by 400 is pretty big. I just don't really like the way that they've made this. There's also no cable support. That's the other thing. Look here. There's no cable support for the hot end. I don't see anything going up to try and help it. Well, it is very similar to FT5, except that the FT5 doesn't, they use independent motors for the Y. Yeah, look, I mean, look at the hot end here. That's not supported at all. With such a big Bowden tube, you gotta have support up there. Those cables are just gonna rip. Or break, I should say. Or they're just gonna wear. Yeah, not a big fan. I don't know. I would not mind one to try it out, but I don't know what they're gonna do. They're probably not gonna send me one. Comment right now. Hey, can you send me an 5 Pro, Ender 5 Pro? They probably won't. It's 550 bucks. Holy cow. I don't know, is that expensive? Jeez Louise. That seems to be working okay. That should be close enough. Print that. Make it so, please. You got some other random under extrusion out of this filament. Me, the SKR, yeah. I have the SKR Mini here, and I have the SKR 1.3 here. I think I'm going to try and put the 1.3 in the Delta and see how that does. I don't have anything else to put it on. I don't really have the time to like gut an Ender and put it in there. So I'm not. It's the only real one I want to actually probably would work on, just to try and get the prints out of that better. Because right now they're kind of abysmal. I mean, they're not the worst in the world, but they're definitely not something to write home about. I can smell this wood filament all freaking day long. Right. I do need to get some other. Throw one on the monoprice. I haven't put it on that in a long time. I've got so many other printers going right now. I need to work on the Hypercube too. That needs some little bit of love. It has not gotten any in a long time. It's like some of my most watched videos too. Like, you think I would like jump on that gravy train, but I don't know. I haven't really had the desire to work on it lately. Ooh. Fan and that sounds kind of sad. Oh, it sure as heck does. Oh yeah, the fan in this thing sounds super sad. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right, come here. Where's it at here? I got some old files on this, my goodness. That one. What's the temperatures for this one again? Ooh, a little hot. Let's throw some glue on here. And let that go to work. Thought of building a Voron 2. I have not. I don't really have, see the problem is now is in my new space, I don't really have the space. So you look at the manual on this here. Yeah, so that's it right there. Get that out of here. I mean, it looks like a sweet machine, but I don't know what where I would put it or use it for. So Brian, how much did it cost you to buy all the parts? Yeah, see, and I just can't, it's a little bit too much for me to invest in a printer right now. I mean, I don't have a printer anywhere near. The closest thing I have to that amount is the Mark III's with the MMU, which is right about $1,000. The most expensive machine I have. So that's printing now. What's up, buddy? Need some water? All right, guys, I'll be right back. My little one needs some water. Let's go get some water. You want to take a cup upstairs? Luke. There's nothing outside, buddy. That's okay. Let me give you one of these, okay? Take a kiss. Okay, off to bed. Careful. Good night, buddy. All right, sorry about that. And I would love to do a rail core too. Like the rail core does look like a sweet machine, but it just, again, $1,500 for a printer these days. I have a real hard time convincing myself that it's worth it, to be honest. The quality that you can get on half of the machines nowadays that are under 500 is pretty good. So what is the big thing that gets you to that next level to pay for a printer like that? I would even pay for a resin printer that price point. And those blow everything out of the water for quality. We're just going to stop that because it's still printing like garbage. Some parts of it are good, but a lot of it's just bad. All right, we'll glue stick this. All right, let that have at it. Yes, it is Coke, Tom, because they didn't have Pepsi. I need that to keep me going. Use programs like MATLAB or LabVIEW to help with your endeavors. No, I do not. Hang on, guys. What, dude? You spilled it?
Yeah.
Oh. Why is it doing that? Oh, that's because Dad put it in wrong, buddy. I'm sorry.
That's too much.
No, I put it together wrong. I'm sorry, buddy. Let me dry it off. Here, it won't leak anymore. I'm sorry. Good night. And it's got my kid all wet because I put his cup together wrong. You asked about MATLAB or LabVIEW. No, I do not use either of those. This thing is under extruding. We got a partial block or something. So we're going to print this hot. See if that helps at all. I think it's this filament here. This one is bugging me. Alright, new filament, new filament. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try a new filament. Unload filament. Preheating to unload. What? So it was printing just fine. Now, we'll stick to the bed. So, needs another roll of something. Something. Oh, man. I got this I could use, I guess. What is this? This is red from, I want to say this is from buddy Michael. Let's try a different filament and see if it works any better. Oh, sorry, no, it's, I'm working on the Mark III clone at the moment. Beep, it's ready. Yes, it's the right color. Print that. See if this filament sticks any better, because that other filament, it was not sticking to the bed at all for some reason. Too much stuff when it comes down to it. Well, that turned out rather nasty. It's because it's too close down here. For the purpose of I want to get this done, I'll allow a little bit of a mishap. It's all right. Well, I need to get some more MakerBox spools done. I'm working on printing MakerBox on a bunch of different printers right now, but I got spools going on 3 printers because I need to get some more spools. doing here? I started again with this new level. Stop the print. Yep. Maybe it was just too high with this new plate. I think my Z reference changed from what it was to what it is now. Plate is freaking hot. Try that one more time. Oh, babe. I just hate the nights where things just don't want to print for you. I don't know why. I take care of my printers. I treat them well. I feed them. Like I said earlier, I did finish the monitor mount. I have it here. I need to clean up a little bit, decide what I'm going to do about this here. But I'm thinking once it's in the mount, I might just be done with it and never take it back out. I can always reprint it if I have to. Let me get this support out though. Hey, why are you in there? I didn't put you in there. Oh, come on. Support did not want to come out. Huh, not at all. That does not want to come out at all. I didn't think this support would be this hard to get out, otherwise I probably would not have put it in here. And just let it droop. I didn't want it to droop. How am I going to get that out? Oh my goodness. There's one piece left. Man. There it goes. I bent my hook. Where's the other piece at? Because this one's going to be a punk too, I bet. It's working great, Tom, actually. So I can go down there with the Anycubic resin printing, and it really doesn't affect me all that much. It's still, the Anycubic resin is still super potent in comparison to Elegoo or Nova. I have another resin by Dragon. Man, I have not tried it out yet, but I've heard good things about it. Heard good things about it. But then Anycubic just released their no scent one, as if it's like something like new, but it's $50 for half a liter. So it's $20 more a half liter than Anycubic's like regular resin, which I find to be absolutely highway robbery, to be honest. There is no way they should be charging $50 for 500 milliliters of resin. That is just ludicrous, in my opinion. Oh, man. What's up, Sniper? So the other thing, Tom, that was actually my most disliked video I think I've ever posted. The amount of dislikes on it is unreal. It's the lowest rating I have. I think it's only, the rating's only in the 80% on a like versus dislike ratio, which is kind of shocking. I think it's just a lot of people just don't understand how much some of this resin smells and how simple a charcoal filter can be to, I mean, help alleviate that odor. All right, come on, man. Man, I'm bending my tools here. Where's the screwdriver? Where is it? Here it is. This filament, this support is so hard to get out. My most unliked video, likes versus dislikes. I went with the iFixit kit, Sniper, the Mako kit. Hey, it's the regular, it's the iFixit, but it's just the driver set for that. That's the one we're going to end up going with. Like I said, the class today I thought went really well. And then afterwards we had a barbecue. I had a bunch of people come up to me. I had like 4 other people come and say, hey, you know, I'd like to be able to do that. I'm like, well, where are you at today? Like, today is whenever I wanted people to come and come and participate. It's great that you want to do it, but I wish you would have been there for today's intro class. I'm getting support all over my floor right now. Sorry for loud noises, guys. I'm trying to just get this little bit of support out. Come on, you were right there. Just let go. Let it go. I will say, with the class day, it was interesting to hear everybody's, I had to do an introduce yourself piece and, why you want to do this. And some people was like, I want to learn. I've heard so much about this technology. I want to learn about it. I think it would be useful. I have one lady in the class that she actually she makes cookies. She does cookies. But she's been buying all of her cookie cutters and spending like ungodly amounts of money on these cookie cutters. And I was like, you can throw up a cookie cutter in like a few minutes. Like, it's really not that hard to design and create a cookie cutter. So for her, that's what she wants to do, is be able to make her own cookie cutters out of the 3D prints. Okay. Where was I after that? Was just too much. That literally took me like 10 minutes to do. I'm like working up a sweat now. What's it in here? It says it's only 77 in my office. God, it's warmer than that in here. At least it feels like it. So I got the Ender Pro right now printing out a new spool, or a spool holder for the TiVo Tarantula Pro, because still to today, TiVo cannot include a spool holder with their printer. Like, how cheap can you be? You're already producing a 100% kit. Nothing's pre-built. But yet you still can't give us a spool holder with the printer. Like, that's just so cheap. Oh, Sniper, you said, how strong is resin compared to FDM? Resin is much more brittle. I've heard that the ideal combination for strength of resin is 80% regular resin, 20% flex. And that flex gives a little bit of more rubbery effect to the print, so it can actually take an impact. Well, Ben, welcome to my life of I don't have an air conditioner in my office. And it's even winter here, and it's 77 degrees in my office. Like, that's winter temperatures. In the summer, when I'm recording, I'm pouring sweat. I might spend the money and get a portable air conditioning unit, but it has to go where this big delta is, and then I've got nowhere to put that delta if I put a portable air conditioning unit there. So I'm kind of stuck, and they're also expensive for what they are. They're like $300 and $400 to get one of those units, and I don't know if that's really what I want to be spending my money on right now. I am south of the equator. If you guys join the Patreon squad, then you can find out all about all that, but just know I'm south of the equator. Yeah, the Sierra, yep, that's what it is. Everyone says 80-20% with that. I have not tested that. I am not CNC Kitchen. I don't know if I ever will test that, but yeah. This is under extruding like crazy. Why? This filament kills me. Why? Now why do I feel like that is so much brighter than this side? Is this not on all the way? Oh, that's why. That's not on all the way. Okay. I finally just finished putting all my lights in, so I can actually see what's on my racks now. Test complete, Michael. That is the most. That is awesome. That's good science right there. I can't even tell you how hard I would get flamed if I was to produce a print, and just like, oh, I dropped this one, it doesn't. I dropped this one, it does. I'd get flamed pretty hard. It's actually, Tom. This is actually our shortest place we've lived away. I mean, I've been overseas for the past 10 years. This is the closest we've ever been to the U.S. So actually flying home, once we hit Miami, it's only 3.5 hours, or 3 hours from Miami to Pittsburgh. So it's really short from there. And it's 6 or 7 hours to Miami from here, I think. So it's really not that bad. I mean, when I was in China and I was in Central Africa, or the Central Eurasia, I mean, those trips took me. Central Africa took me 35 hours roughly. China was like, I guess China wasn't that bad. It was just one super long direct flight to DC, from Beijing to DC or Beijing to Chicago, and that was pretty brutal. That was really brutal, actually. It was a long flight with kids, man. Super long flights. That is true, Michael. That is true. Linus does drop pretty much everything. So I love how even now, like, some of his younger employees are like waiting for him to like drop something. In some of his recent videos, it's been pretty funny. I do watch his videos every single day. No worries, Ben. I'm actually from Pittsburgh. Very few people can pick out my Pittsburghese. I don't really have too bad of that lingo. It's not even an accent. It's just how people talk in Pittsburgh. I don't really have much of that anymore, so I'm kind of proud of that, I guess. I never really had it though. Everything over here is coming swimmingly. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do a coin on that. I don't really want to though. I don't want to do one up there either. Got a bunch of printers going right now. These colors are very pastel-y. You can pick out some of it? That's funny. I mean, I do say pop. When we call it soda, it's pop. You can also tell I'm from the north because I prefer Pepsi over Coke. Coke is a very southern thing. Put this in here. East side of Washington State. Let's see. Have I messed with any white resins? They either turn yellow when I cure them more than a few minutes, or just yellow in a week of being used. Printed some lithophanes trying to prevent that. Okay, so Michael, I am actually using Nova White right now. Do I have any? I have a lot of, I do all the resin down in my other room. I don't have any of the white ones up here. I have noticed a little bit of yellow tinging to some of them. That is correct, Tom. I do love me a rum and Coke. But the prints really have kind of remained down in there, and that's very interesting you bring that up, Michael, is that just after using them, I haven't tried a lithophane yet on a resin printer. I don't know why I've never tried it. I just never really thought about it. Does it work? Do you have to do any type of support with a lithophane, or are you able to print it like straight perpendicular to the build plate? Because I'm really curious now how you're accomplishing a lithophane. Is it rounded? Is it straight? Is it round? I'm curious. Keep yelling on me. Have to print them like a diamond with support on the bottom two sides. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, it's the Nova White. What brands have you used so far? So the Nova White works really well for me. Minimal amount of yellowing, I think. And that's with me curing them for 3 to 5 minutes in my curing station. After this print, I'm gonna have to dry that roll, see if it does any better, because it's printing like crap right now. I need to get this hypercube printing again, but I can't since I don't have a screen for it right now. Actually, I do, but I just want to have it hooked up. Actually, I take this and I plug you into here, and now I turn you on. So let's go home, home, home. You don't want to work for me? Alright, well this printer no longer wants to function, I guess? Oh, maybe I can't because I'm not using this anymore. Shoot! How did I do that? Was I in the wrong one? Ah, I was in the wrong one. I do need to get going on this hypercube again. People want to see it. Heat. Hot end. 230. Coming back, let's see. I was wondering how small a lithophane you could go with a resin printer and still have to be okay as a keychain. Oh, interesting. So if you use Elegoo white and any cubic white, I have to sneeze. I'm sorry. Hang on one second. Okay, sorry about that. If I cure them more than a few minutes, they turn yellow, but if I don't, they yellow on their own quickly. From the white LEDs used to backlight them. I guess you could try the white, or what about just a clear coat? Would a clear coat be enough to stop that reaction? That's the kind of the question that I have. All right, so you're going. I need to. Oh, let's clean off this build plate. I miss printing with this hypercube. I need to just get back on it. It was giving me some problems before, and I don't know if it's because of the hot end I'm using, which it could be, because I'm pretty sure I'm not using a legit E3D. I probably should. Clones have been kind of junk. I do have one from Tim, though, from TH3D. He did send me some hot ends to use. Maybe I'll put that and some of his other stuff on this printer. Yeah, that's not legit. It's a clone. It's a clone. And, it just doesn't sit the way I like it. Now let me ask you this, Michael. Why are you printing lithophanes on a resin? I mean, are they that detailed that you can't get that detail on an FDM printer? So I'm kind of curious about that. Oh. Why am I so bad with fans? Like I just gonna like kill a fan blade all the time. I didn't that time though, but I do it all the time. I always kill a fan. All right, let's clean that build plate with a paper towel that I put right here. Let's do this just to clean it first. I'm gonna get a wet wipe and try that. Hang on. There's some glue on this. PETG that was giving me some problems. Get blue shop towel. One of the best investments I've made is in a case of blue shop towel. And let's get the bed up to 60C. Wipe it down with some IPA. To smell that, make sure it was actually IPA. I wasn't sure what I just put on there. Oh. filament on there. A second here. Oh, just trying it out. I see. Oh, they deformed. That's interesting. All right. Five, 75 to 75 in one shot. Yeah, you can do a lot more with that. That's pretty good. Oh, I'm sorry. I am little. Boom. Thanks, Ben. I wasn't even paying attention to that. And because I was working on the computer, but, you know, I need to figure out a better, when I do these live streams, like this one is just kind of me working in the shop, and I kind of want to have a way to put another camera somewhere. I don't know where. I do have some USB extensions I could do. I could also probably move this one, but my monitors are angled like this, so I can't put it straight shot somewhere. I could put it over here, I guess. I don't know. I'll figure it out. When I do my other live streams, I have it on a mount right over here in front of the computer. I need a spool of filament. This is probably needs to be dried, I think. So let's try some Filament 1 PLA Pro Select. Let's try this out. The only problem with getting to the extruder for this machine is just kind of a pain. Need to move it over some. I need to just rearrange how I have these printers. Let's go back. I need to extrude. Slow. $20 mil. Yeah. Let's do that. Let that extrude a little bit. Have I tried out Meshroom? Give it a go, but it refuses to render anything useful. I've never heard of Meshroom before. What is it for? Oh, photogrammetry. Ah, interesting. I have not dove into that at all either. There's just so many different things, like with 3D printing, there's so much stuff you could get into. But my hard part is I'm not full-time, so it makes it really hard to really dive into any of these things, like truly put the best foot forward on some of this stuff. I'll keep that open. I'll keep that in mind. You know, add it to something maybe I can do one day. Alright, well, let's try a print here. Print. My maker coin. Print that out. I do love how this machine is basically, it's silent though. Sorry, I'm looking at I have the Hypercube right here. I just started to print on it. I mean, I just love how it is absolutely basically silent. The only thing that makes any noise on it is the fan. It's an amazing thing. I love it. Love it. I should look to do a different mount though for that PSU because that's really starting to sag down. The PLA is just not holding up anymore. Oh, what to do in this machine, what to do. So many things I could do. All right, well guys, I think I'm gonna call it good here in just a few minutes because it's getting a little late. Come on. Fix some of these real quick. That looks better. Yeah, so I think unless there's any other last minute things you guys want to ask, I think I'm going to call it a night here. I'm going to finish up a couple more of these prints here tonight. I am dying right now. It's so freaking hot in here. I need to get some more fans on to cool down. I was going to do some VR tonight, but I don't think I'm going to. A little too late for that. It's a little too high back there. Turn it down a little bit. No, Michael, thank you for asking. Thanks for hanging out with it. Like I said, I didn't really have anything scheduled for tonight. Usually if I'm working on any projects or modeling anything, I'll try and do that on the live streams on Saturdays. Or I try to do NY unboxings live, so I do that on Saturdays now as well. But I don't have anything new coming in, at least on the docket right now. So it's just going to be a lot of this, working on projects and working on things that I'm doing. So I'm going to leave it at that. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Remember, hit up links down below. I'll put a link for Discord down below as well. So if you guys want to talk to me anytime, ask any questions, anything like that, you can go into the Discord, ask me or any of the other members that are on there. It's getting to be a pretty good community on there now. If you want to support the channel, there's Super Chat and there's down below. What was that? Oh, my thing just fell. It's all right. But you can do any of the links down below. Use the affiliate links to buy some stuff. I appreciate it. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you next time.